guys, my name's Sebastian. This is my 2011 135i. I've had it for, I want to say, a little over a year. I picked it up in January of 22. It's it's Le Mans blue. It's full M Sport. So it's got, the steering wheel, the side skirts, all that kind of stuff, the body kit, basically like that. It's full bolt-on, full VRSF everything. So it's got the intercooler, downpipe, charge pipe. Pretty much only thing stock left on this motor is the intake. But yeah, let's take a look around it. I've had some people ask me, why did you choose this car? Why did you not build an N54? Because this car has an N55 in it, right? The reason I chose this car in particular over something like an N54 equivalent is because this is my daily. It kind of does double duty, it's my weekend car and it's my daily car. So I wanted something that wasn't gonna leave me stranded 6 out of 7 days of the week, like N54 owners do. Not to bash on y'all, but but yeah, I mean, in my time of ownership in a year, it's never ever left me stranded. I think the biggest thing that I've ever had on problem wise was probably my injectors going out, but that's because just mileage and running ethanol through them. Fix that. Car's been phenomenal ever since. So if I had the choice to buy this car over again, or if I had the choice to spec it out, I would probably still choose the DCT in it. I just think it's, manual's a lot of fun, and I have driven a manual 135 before, but I feel like the DCT gives you a really good balance of both daily drivability and having a lot of fun in a sports car, which is basically what this is. It's a two-door small coupe. It gives you decent gas mileage. I get 30 on the highway, I think.
Wow, you get
bad.
30.
Yeah.
If you are going for gas mileage, you can achieve 30 out of this car.
It's not bad. I mean,
that's really impressive.
Right. Cosmetics wise, I don't really have that much done to it. I'm more of an OEM plus type person, so the only thing I really have that's sticks out is carbon mirror caps. I picked those up because my stock ones, they're they're blue, they're paint match, but I kind of like the carbon look a little bit better. I do plan to put a little more onto it in the future, but right now it's just kind of I'm keeping it as is right now, just kind of because I got other things that I'm doing. But eventually I do want to get carbon diffuser, carbon ducktail type spoiler, maybe a splitter up front, just that kind of stuff. And I do plan to get some new wheels on it. I really like the stock ones, but I would probably get new wheels just to go wider, because right now I'm pretty much maxed out on these stock wheels. Besides that, the only thing that I can really think of cosmetics wise is that it's lowered on eye-box springs. It drops it by about an inch all the way around, which is pretty considerable. I think in the future, I do want to get a little bit more carbon on there, like a diffuser, spoiler, maybe a lip, but considering that the car's low, I don't know how I feel about that one just yet. Exhaust-wise, it's it's just a catless downpipe, VRSF like I was talking about earlier, but it is a little bit modified. So from factory, these cars come with a valve, and I decided to keep that instead of going with an aftermarket exhaust, just because I really like the fact that if the car's in sport mode and it has the exhaust valve open, complete menace, pops and bangs, but they're not excessive. You hear a whole bunch of turbo spool, but with it closed, it sounds exactly like stock. You can't suspect a thing, which I really like because, like I said, this is my daily driver. So interior wise, it's pretty stock. I mean, I haven't really done much to it. When I got the car, it actually had this walnut wood type old man ordeal, which is the only thing that I disliked on this car. So what I did is, when I say this is gonna sound ridiculous, but I picked up a whole other 1 Series, right? And that one had piano black trim in it. So I took that out of that, put it in here, so now the interior is just all black on black. The only other thing that's really notable in here is that I took paddles off an F80 M3 and swapped those in, just because I didn't really like the stock M Sport ones. They're all right, but I just like how these feel in hand better.
All right, so he has not one, but he has 2 of these cars.
The best part is they're the same color.
They are the same, and coincidentally, I don't know how you pulled that off, but they are both Le Mans blue.
Yeah.
So you have this, which is the M55 Eclipse car, and then the other one is?
That one's just the 128. It's pretty bare bones. It doesn't really have anything that special to it. I'm actually in the middle of rebuilding its engine because I actually want that to be sort of like a repurposed race car. A lot of people don't do that with like the 28 models because the 35s are so much faster. But what they don't realize is that the N51 and N52 are under so much less stress, even at wide open throttle, that can be a reliable, because you're racing, race car. You know what I mean?
This is the craziest part to me. This car is equipped with Harman Kardon. Not only is he fast, but he's got a Harman Kardon equipped car. That's pretty cool. I feel like a lot of people aren't like audio heads or anything, but having Harman Kardon, to me, in a BMW, if I'm speccing out a car, that is a necessary package.
Especially if it's the daily, you know, you gotta have good music.
Right.
I'm not gonna be listening to my music on something that's like boof.
Right, and BMW is really good. Like if you get Harman Kardon, I promise that's all you need. You don't need more than that.
No, like the audio system in this car is totally untouched too. It's just the stock under-seat subs that come with the Harman Kardon system, and I have zero complaints. You know, I can turn it up as loud as I want and there's no problems. I've never found it to be like, I've never found myself disappointed with how it sounds.
Right.
I was always just like, from the day I bought it, I was just blown away with how good it sounds.
Right.
Drivetrain wise, like I said earlier, it's full bolt-on VRSF everything. So I've got charge pipe right here all the way from the turbo. So I've got hot side and cold side charge pipes. It's got upgraded 5-inch intercooler from VRSF as well. Catless downpipe, that's in there too. But besides that, I mean, if you take a look at it, it looks pretty bone stock, at least like, you know, unsuspecting eye, which I really like, because if I ever get pulled over, I can pop my hood and just be like, yeah, I mean, it's stock, just look at it.
Especially in California.
Especially in California. Being the daily, you know what I mean? It's not something that I really want to play with that much, not with like law enforcement at least, but as far as they're aware, it's stock.
So one thing I really like about this car is how sleeper, the whole build. It's a very like sleeper and kind of inconspicuous. Like you can daily drive it and seemingly not get into much trouble. Just overall with the look, everything, what's done to the engine bay, the exhaust setup is super tasteful, and that was a huge part of why I wanted to film this car, because if you guys are looking to get a 135, I think this is the guy to go to for the perfect daily driver recipe. I see a lot of cars, and you know, to each their own with stuff, but this is exactly how I would do in the 82 if I had one. Man, this car sounds so good. It makes me miss my turbo car. Dude, this thing sounds so nuts. When he takes off, I mean, all you can hear is turbo. This thing is crazy. And you guys gotta keep in mind, this car is pretty much, I mean, when you look at it, if I had an E36 to compare this to right now, it is like E36 form, size, everything. Like, this is the modern day E36. It's just got like a lot more power. Dang, man. I'm jealous. I'm gonna trade my E36 for a 135 if I can.
Dude, I love this car. I really do. You know, it has its days, but you know, that's just kind of BMW ownership,
I guess.
carrying speed of like 70 all the way up.
Dude, this car is fast. Video does not do this car justice. It's very, very fast. And it does that too. Dude, that thing echoes through this whole mountain. Like, it's crazy loud. It's dead silent out here, and as soon as you hear that car, it is so freaking loud. It sounds awesome. I don't think the mic ever does it justice. Oh shit. Dude. I mean, you're watching this right now. Tell me you don't want an E82 135 with the M55 in it. That car is nuts. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. If you like it, make sure to like, subscribe, share it with a friend. And if you want your car featured, DM me on Instagram. This car is making me want a 135 and to give the N54, N55 platform another try. So you just brought up a good point of conversation here.
Yeah.
So, you know, like myself, I'm always willing to get rid of a car for the right price.
Right.
Is this something you feel like you're content with? Like you'd want to keep this for a while, or do you see yourself selling it in the future?
Honestly, you know, it's like you just said, everything has its price, but this isn't. This car is something that I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm very content with it. Even as is, I do have future plans for it, but even as is, I'm very happy with it. So I don't think it's something that I would like easily let go, especially because, you know, the spec that it is, you know, everything that I've done to it, all that kind of stuff to it. So thanks you guys for checking it out. You know, it's my 2011 135. I hope you guys liked it. Follow me on Instagram. It's at Seb Arreguin, SEBARREGUIN.
All right, well, this is for behind the scenes. We're waiting for a sport bike.
Dude, I don't know. So there's a hill like all the way over there. So I guess he's going around the hairpin right now, and it's all uphill from there. I think
And
so loud.
all we can hear.
Oh fuck! I'm right. Okay, cool.
Sweet.
You know, it off. God damn it.
Holy shit, man, this is such a beautiful shot. I just have to keep backing up. Oh my gosh.